Come on, Cuddles. You can do this. Yes, it makes you look ridiculous. Yes, people will point and laugh. But this is the future. Apparently. All right, here we go. Here we go. Doing it. Yep. Doing it now. Ugh. Tabby, I feel ridiculous. I hope you know. Dear Diary. What should I call you? I can't just call you Diary. I used to know a good listener named Ramon. Oh, so, Ramon. Tabby has suggested that I keep better records of my cases. Well, she actually said that real detectives don't just slap sticky notes on everything to remember critical details. I'm not sure I agree. I actually think the sticky yellow notes on everything system was a huge success. But she sometimes, maybe, has good ideas. So we're compromising. I'll be recording myself with this audio diary gadget thing from now on, and she won't mention the time she accidentally ate a sticky note that I put on her sandwich. So, guess I'll make this into a record for anyone researching my biography when I'm world famous. Okay. Cuddles Nutterbutter, P.I. is speaking. The Cuddlenator. Nutterbutter Investigations. If you want it solved, you know who to... Involved. Ugh.
Cuddles? Sir? Professor Huggy's delivery is here.
I'll be out in a second. Just, grab it for me, would ya? I don't know how sensitive this thing is, but if you heard any of that, that's Tabby. She's my secretary. Kinda new, but determined to make a difference. We get along well.
Oh gosh. Sir, this is a lot more seedlings than I was expecting. The professor said it was only 1 or 2. I think she meant to say 1 or 200.
Yeah, she sure loves her plants. Any cat can solve crimes, but try finding someone who can do filing, answer the phone, and remember how you like your coffee.
All right, sir, I've piled them up for now, but we really need to... Oh no, sir, the pile fell over and went into the fan duct. It's blowing all over. There's just dirt and little baby plants everywhere.
Yep, they'll do that to you. I often ask her for advice with cases. She might not be a detective, but she's got instincts as sharp as her claws. Teeny bit uncoordinated, though.
Ew! A seedling went right into my ear. It's gonna grow inside my brain. So much dirt.
You, doing all right in there, champ?
I'm on top of it, sir. Just give me a second to clean up. Okay, all done.
Did you show those seedlings who's boss, Tabster?
It was like a tornado in the nursery for a while, sir, but I sorted it out. Those cute little plant babies are all snuggled up in Professor Huggy's office now. I'll just water them every day and they'll be fine. And I've got some more exciting news, sir. It's here.
That's a special present I ordered to help you with your, little problem.
What? Oh, no, Tabby, come on. I thought you were joking. It's not that big of a deal, really. It's barely a problem. It's more of a charming quirk.
Well, your, charming quirk made half the kids cry at last year's law enforcement holiday party when you accidentally shredded their gifts. Gift-induced clawing isn't something to be worried about, sir. We can fix it. So you're going through with this, all right, Santa Claus?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, let's start with the easy stuff. Picking up an item without ripping the wrapping paper to shreds.
Oh, that looks so pretty and neatly wrapped. Sure would be a shame if someone were to rip it apart with his claws. There, see? Not so much as a scratch on it.
I'm very happy to see that. Or should I say, not see that? Where did you put it?
It's right. Oh.
You really have to pay attention, sir. You put it into your briefcase without thinking. Look in there.
Oh, right, my briefcase. I always forget I have that on me. It's like it's not even there sometimes.
So, let's move on to step 2. Unwrapping the present for the little tykes without tearing the ribbons apart like you're at Porky Pete's Ribbapalooza Festathon.
Oh, there's a broken toy in here. What a lucky child that would have been.
Great work, sir. Now, try to combine the pieces of the toy without hurling one of them into a nearby parent's eye.
I can probably combine this with the other piece. I can probably combine this with the other piece. A broken piece of a toy. A broken piece of a toy. I can probably combine this with the other piece. Ha! Take that, you tiny piece of helpless inanimate plastic.
Yes, that's the last time he'll, lie there doing nothing. So, time for the final test. Handing the completed item to the child without eating it. Hand me the toy, sir.
I mean, that one's definitely not on me. There's no reason to make cake-shaped toys that look realistic and delicious.
Phew! Success! I'm proud of you, sir. This will be the least upsetting holiday party since records began.
When did records begin?
I think Edna had a camcorder there last year. Oh, whiskers. There goes the phone. Hello? Oh, good evening, Chief. Yes, he just finished. Oh, yes, of course. Please hold.
The most indispensable element of the detective's toolkit. What could ever replace the trusty desk-bound telephone?
Sir, I've got the chief of police on the line. He says it's urgent.
He always says that. It was even urgent when they needed an extra person for the interdepartmental volleyball game last week. I got sand in so many places. Ask him to phone back tomorrow, Tabby.
I think it might be really serious this time, sir. He said cucumber.
Whoa, hey, no need to use that sort of language. All right, I guess I'd better take this.
Patching him through, sir.
Nutterbutter, hello?
Evening, Chief. How's things at Police HQ tonight?
Bad. In fact, we got a real cucumber of a situation on our hands.
That's some pretty strong language, Chief. How can I help?
I just got word of a situation downtown. There's been some sort of disturbance at the Knitty Kitty Club. It's not clear yet what happened exactly. I need you to get down there and investigate.
Any additional details on what actually happened?
One of my guys caught wind of something over the tapped phone, but it was unclear. Whatever it was, it's got Montameeuws in a tears. I got a call right after saying Bartholomew had booked a flight home from a holiday trip overseas. We've got a very small window of time before he lands and probably kicks us all out. My guys have bullied their way in for now. That's where you come in, Nutterbutter. I told my officers to play it very cool. I do not want to kick off a war with the Montameeuws. You're a neutral party. You can go places. Ask questions we can't. Got it?
Yes, sir. Well, that name rings a bell. Isn't it owned by a mob boss or something?
Not a mob boss. The mob boss. Bartholomew Montameeuws. Arguably the most powerful criminal in the city. It's his sleazy castle. And we suspect the place where his piles of dirty money get cleaned.
Oh, sleazy money. My favorite. If I find any of those piles, can I keep them?
Always the comedian, Nutterbutter. You should be more worried about leaving with both legs unbroken.
Oh. If it's such a tense situation, why get involved at all? If someone's causing trouble for mobsters, I say, let 'em at it.
Nutterbutter, don't make me regret calling you second on this.
Second? Who'd you call first? Wait, was it that hack Alfonso? You know he lost his own car keys for 9 months once, right? Oh, he couldn't solve a case if the perp was tied to his collar.
Pay attention, Nutterbutter. I called you because your success rate is actually pretty good, and I would deny that if asked by anyone else. You hear? And because Alfonso is out of the country.
I knew it!
Focus! Whatever's going down at the Knitty Kitty, chances are it involves a rival mob. If we're really unlucky, it's the Catulets. That's why my people are staying a paw's length on this. They'll help as much as they can, but you're mostly on your own. The repercussions of the police picking a side in what might be the opening salvo of a mob war, well, I'd rather not think about it. It probably involves declawing machines and barrels of acid. If it comes to that, I'd rather it be you than one of my guys. I'm sure you understand.
Oh, Chief, that's so... well, actually, that's pretty awful. Did you say declawing machine?
All facts over the documents. I need you on this, Nutterbutter. Don't let me down.
Yeah, so... I mean, how many paws are they going through to need a machine to... Do they keep them? Is there a room somewhere just filled with claws?
Good night, Cuddles.
Good night, Chief.
Well?
We've got ourselves a big one, Tabby. Safety of the city, lives in the balance sort of thing. Cancel my appointments and get yourself plenty of coffee. I have a feeling it's going to be a busy night. I'm going to head straight to the Decline Club to see what we've got.
The what?
Oh, did I say Decline Club? Ha ha ha! That's certainly not preying on my mind or anything. I meant the Knitty Kitty Club.
Well, we don't take midnight appointments, so nothing to cancel there. And I'm already ahead of you with the coffee. But did you say the Knitty Kitty Club? Where all the criminals hang out?
Not all of them, Tabby. I'm sure some hang out in dark alleyways and, large empty warehouses down at the docks and such. It doesn't matter. This is really going to put us on the map. We'll be big time in no time, as they say.
That's very exciting, sir. But those mobsters, from what I've read in the news, they're real mean. Keep an eye on your back out there, all right? I don't want to see your face on the television tomorrow under the title, Missing, Presumed Chopped Up and Thrown into the River. You'd better be standing right here in front of me.
Don't worry, Tabs. I'll be sure to come back in one piece. We both know this place wouldn't be the same without me.
Well, true, but that's not quite what I meant. You've forgotten to pay me this week. Again. But I just realized you don't need all your limbs to sign a check. Ask the nice, scary mobsters to just go for the legs first, will ya?
Oh, Whiskers. I'm really sorry, Tabster. I promise this is the last time. My new buddy here, Ramon, he's going to make sure I don't forget things anymore. Say hi, Ramon. Hi, Ramon.
You named the recorder. Oh, well, as long as it works.
Citizen, please do not approach any closer. This is a crime scene. That means you, Cuddles.
Looks like Richard Krakowski's on duty. He's a stickler for the rules, while I'm more of a stray. Hey, Richard, what's the sit rep?
Firstly, as I am on duty, I require you to drop the informalities. Please refer to me as Detective Krakowski. Secondly, sitrep is a law enforcement term, Cuddles. You are not authorized to employ it. The situation is that I've been assigned to guard the premises. Now please, step back, or I will be forced to make you step back. With force. Forcibly!
I'm here on business, actually. The chief called me in himself. So if you'll just let me past, I'll get out of your fur, and we can both get on with our jobs.
Not so fast. Do you have a PI badge and a permit? Without those two things, you won't take a single step further.
Badge? Permit? Are you being serious? Krakowski, you know who I am. I've been at like 10 crime scenes with you before. You hit me right in the face with a volleyball last week. Really hurt.
Don't try and cozy up to me, Cuddles. Rules are rules. Nobody goes inside without a private investigator badge and an official permit P54851. I am an officer of the law. If I do not follow the rules, then the very fabric of society would collapse. The entire city would be plunged into a nightmare of crime from which we might never escape. So, it's my duty to be the moral backbone of this city. Therefore, I'll ask you again. Do you have the correct items?
Yes. I mean no. Well, okay, so don't say no immediately.
No paperwork, no entry, Cuddles.
I left them at the office, all right? I was a bit distracted by something the chief said about declawing machines. But come on, don't be such a stick in the mud, Krakowski. We're friends, right? Good acquaintances, maybe? Distant colleagues?
You see this uniform, Cuddles? This means that I'm on duty. I am not your familiar acquaintance when I'm on duty. I am the only bastion against the forces of darkness seeking to overwhelm this city with their darkness. And you see that lack of badge on you? That means you're currently just a civilian impeding the enforcement of justice. Move along, citizen.
I want to ask you some questions while I'm here.
Maintaining good public relations is one of the key roles of an officer such as myself. I'd be happy to answer your questions.
What do you know about this place?
I know nothing beyond what I've read in past incident reports. Word on the street is it's a sleazy hotbed of crime owned by a dangerous cat and his son. As soon as this situation is resolved, I hope to never return. Except perhaps to arrest the entire staff.
What's actually happened inside, if you know? The chief just said it was a disturbance.
We didn't have all the information when we called him. Detective Fuzzball is inside, and according to him, it's murder.
Oh, that's not good. Who died?
We don't know yet. Detective Fuzzball should have some new information, but he has to stay inside to keep an eye on the body. And I need to stay out here to keep away overly curious and badgeless PIs.
Actually, don't worry.
I'm keeping my nose on you.
Goodbye, Krakowski.
I'm keeping my nose on you.
You see what I'm dealing with, Ramon? Every conversation with Krakowski turns into a pointless game of cat and... cat. Whiskers. There's no getting around him tonight. I'll have to head back to the office to get my PI badge and permit he was talking about.
Cuddles! No furtive conversations at my crime scene! Move along!
Back so soon? Did the villains hear you were on the case and, instantly hand themselves in?
Oh, haha, very funny. You know what isn't funny? Officer Krakowski. Sourpuss wouldn't let me into the crime scene.
He's just doing his job. You know how much he loves the pageantry of it all.
Yeah, well, he could take a day off now and then. He's seen me countless times before. I shouldn't need to prove anything with a stupid badge.
You forgot your private investigator badge again, didn't you? That's the third time this week.
Not true. Only the second.
What about Monday? I had to go down to the police station myself to hand in those papers when they wouldn't let you file them due to a lack of identification.
All right, 3 times.
4 if you count the time you came back for it, then left again after forgetting why you were here.
It's a very forgettable item, all right? Nothing on at the moment. I really enjoy listening to the radio after a long day. It's so poofy. I want to cuddle it. The nerve center of the operation. What would I do without it? Well, work on the floor, I guess. Oh, my half-brother Matrick and I. He's a good wolf, if a little flighty. Loves dashing off to strange countries to go exploring. Tabby can keep her fancy filing system. This is how a real detective makes his notes. Notepad and typewriter. What more could you need? Well, now that I think about it, it's quite a lot, actually. Doodling helps me concentrate when I've got a particularly tricky problem to solve. It's a drawer. I keep important things inside of it, like blue tack, my whiskey. That's the paper I scribble down takeout numbers on for those long nights. Light of my life. Fire of my throat. I'm no alcoholic, but a small glass of brandy in the evenings sure helps me round out the day. Be strong, Cuddles. Billy the brandy decanter will still be here when you're done. Let me just move this piece of paper. Tabby got it for me for my birthday last year. Shame I never really bring a packed lunch to work, though. Still, a nice gesture. This coin is a great example of my finances. It's small and will probably be spent on something stupid. This could come in handy. It's empty. No point opening it. A collection of tomes, volumes, and encyclopedias that I've built up over many years. Such fascinating things to be learned here. Sufferin' succotash getting drunk on a budget. Tiger Strike. Discover the big cat inside your little cat. 9 Noir pies. Easy recipes for the busy entrepreneur. The Magnifying Glass Omnibus, 2018. Arts and Coughs turning hairballs into fun. Modern questioning techniques I hardly knew her. I Hear You, an audio primer for curious cats. Standing in one spot in total silence for hours. Oh, Tabby likes to bring a little color into the office. Don't need it right now. Maybe later. They look beautiful just where they are, I'd say. No need to move them. I sure don't need this, and I don't yet know anyone else that does either. This is my favorite book. I could look at the pictures all day long. Pies. Oh, damn. I've drooled over the pages again. I really have no idea where this came from. Maybe Tabby bought it? I can respect someone trying to make fun items out of hairballs, but why did they have to make it a scratch and sniff book? I prefer the old school ways of doing things. Oh, how about that? You can hear better when you press something hollow against the surface. Stakeouts really are the pits. I like books. They don't argue. They don't lie. And they don't hiss and claw at you when you ask questions. Plus, they look nice. A Tale of Two Kitties. The grease that oils the gears of justice. Ah, I love the taste of a hot cup of coffee. Is that drop of coffee trying to escape? Not on my watch. Tabby is my assistant. She's the only reason I'm still in business.
What a nice thing to say without directly addressing me, sir.
Look, I get excited when a job comes up. I can't be expected to keep track of a little badge when my mind is in overdrive, forming plans to foil criminals and save the city. Do you have any idea where I left it?
Knowing you, it's probably in your office somewhere. Krakowski is just doing his job, you know. Same as you. Don't let it frazzle your whiskers.
They're not frazzled, just singed. You know, Krakowski also mentioned a permit. Is that even a real thing, or is he just pulling my tail?
Seriously? I collect all the official documents for every case. I even put them in a nice folder for you.
Oh, right. The folder. Yes, of course. The folder. The foldery folder. That's it.
You don't know where it is anymore, do you?
I know where it is. It's right there, in my office. By the... So, yeah. Do you have the permit for this particular case?
I pretty much expected this, so I printed another copy. It's right here on my desk. Try not to lose it.
Thanks, Tabby. I don't know what I'd do without you.
Spend all day arguing fruitlessly with police cats, it seems. Find your badge and get going. Those mobsters aren't gonna break their own legs.
Thanks, Tabby. I bet if I was like 300 times stronger, I could lift this entire thing. I don't think any gym in the whole world could achieve that, though. I've been meaning to start my epic drawing of myself valiantly fighting off a zombie horde, but now might not be the time. I think we took this photo that one summer. What's this? The back is loose. And there's something written on it? This is the secret code Matrick and I used as kids. He left me a message. I need to decode it right now. Wolves rule, cats drool. All right. That's enough of that. Jerk. Better make a quick note here. Cuddles is the vest. Wait, vest? Oh, man. It's empty. I sure don't. There. They look... I... Nothing on at the moment. Crisp crumbs with a side of lint. My, favorite. The permit the chief faxed through to give me access to the crime scene. That takes care of the permit. Umbrellas get a lot of use in this town. It rains a lot. It's as if the sky keeps trying to wash away the city's filth. Yeah, good luck with that. Don't need an umbrella tonight. My coat will keep off the drizzle. To whom it may concern, I am currently out of the country on a research trip. If you need to contact me, please contact the Dean of the Department of Biology at Furrington University, or phone me at this number: Mouse, Shell, Bell, Bunny, Bathtub. To whom it may concern, if you need to or phone. Tabby's desk is so much neater than mine. How does she do it? Well, there's not much I can do here. Still looks real comfy. Hey, my detective badge is under this cushion. It's my badge, proof that I'm a licensed PI in Meow Meow Furrington. A big ball of yarn, the universal symbol for a good time. Although not everyone will like the sort of good time you get here. Desperate young cats, tricked into dancing for low pay and bad claw work. They'll scratch up and down that post for you, but get any closer, and you might get more than you bargained for. What's the dealio, Krukowski?
Please refrain from taking that casual tone with an officer of the law, Cuddles. I have a taser, and I'm not afraid to fill in a form to apply for permission to use it. In 3 to 6 weeks.
Hey, Krukowski, I'm just gonna pop inside.
Not so fast. Have you found your PI badge and fax permit yet?
I found the things you wanted. It was really hard. I hope you're grateful.
Yeah, these both seem to check out. Pleased to see you, P.I. Nutterbutter. I actually expected to see you a while ago. What with the severity of the situation?
What? I stood... Oh, Krukowski, I swear.
The corpse is cooling, Cuddles. The crime scene awaits you.
At least I can get to work, now that you'll actually let me.
The law thanks you.
The law is
A what, citizen?
Lovely. The law is a lovely.
Delighted to hear it. Oh, and one more thing, Cuddles. I'll be keeping the permit. Don't want you persuading your way into any other places you shouldn't be now, do we?
Goodbye, Krukowski.
Huh. I'm keeping my nose on you.
Ramon, I'm in. The club looks deserted, though. The only patrons in here tonight are wearing blue and carrying guns. Cancel my appointments and get yourself plenty of coffee. I have a feeling it's going to be a busy night.